Alrighty, so I've got a outer ball joint or tie rod end, and the inner is right here. This dust boot just comes over here, and there. Let's see if that helps. So this clamp, in order to get this clamp to pop, put a little screwdriver in. It will stretch. You can take the boot, move it where you want to. I need a new dust boot, but I don't have a dust boot. I have all my tie rod ends. I did not have a wrench that would fit that, so I used a pipe wrench. I have enough clearance to get in and turn it. One thing about this tab, right here, you do need a chisel, and all you do is pry that off. What I want to do is I want to take this whole thing off in one piece, because when I go to put it back to, or when I put it together, I can match the length, and then when I go to align it, it will, at least I'm in the ballpark. I might have to go in a little, out a little, but it will be in the ballpark, because what I'm getting at right here, this jam nut, I'll have to back it off. That way I can take this outer tie rod off to get my dust boot. And then when I put the dust boot back on, all I'm going to do is use a zip tie. And it should hold fine. There's no pressure, nothing. All I want is something just enough to kind of lock that plastic down. And that is my project. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my little press, and I'm going to pop that ball joint out, and then I can go ahead and continue to take that off. That'll give me my length, and then once I get it identical, what I do is I will put this nut right where I need it. Then I can take this off and on, and I don't have to worry about, am I in the right spot. Also, what it does is it gives me a, I'm right in the ballpark. But I'm going to have to measure from end to end. That way I know. On the passenger side, over there, it's hiding behind the sway bar. On the passenger side, I need to tow that tire in. On a rear wheel drive, you need to have more tow in. On a front wheel drive, you need tow out. And all that does is when you accelerate, it will bring your tires in to where you're going straight down the road. But anyhow, it is simple shit. I'm trying to get this done before it is 500 degrees. We're supposed to hit, I think they're saying 108 And I don't like that. I like 60. That's perfect. All right, later. Okay, so why do you want to change them? When they do that, this inner is shot. It has no bushing in it. So when I go to stop, it'll want to pull me one direction or the other. And if you're going over a pass and you have 1,500 feet to fall, that really isn't a good thing. So if you have ball joints like that, they're fucked. All right. Okay, here's what I mean by measure it. That boot is fucking with me. Anyhow, I measured it with 2 hands and it was 13 1/4. So here's a brand new one. Here's the driver's side outer right here. So what I'll do is I'll run that in, and then I'll get that jam nut set in, and it will give me where I need to run that into, and then I can take this one apart, pull the boot. When you go to take these apart, you have to put a wrench on your tie rod end, get a hold of that nut, and then you got to crack that nut. I don't want to do that now because I don't want nothing to move. So anyway, I'm going to get this all set up, and I will show you the difference between a new one and a blown out one. Okay, so this is why it is important to get your length. This whole thing has to come off so that I can get this dust boot. That rides in that dust boot, and then I will have to pack around the steering rack that turns your tires. When you turn, this will come out or it will go in. If you turn right, it comes out. That moves your driver's side tire to the inside. If it comes in, that moves your tire to the outside. Anyhow, there's that. So I have my nut right where I want it. I have the boot ready to go on, and then I can get grease in that right here, and then I can get this all back together. One side done. Really, it takes longer to make the videos than it does to fix a damn thing. So anyhow, it goes on just the way it came off. This goes in the steering shaft, this goes to the ball joint, and that is steering in a nutshell. So anyhow, have fun. Later. One thing that I should have mentioned, you do have to have a driver passenger outer tie rod end right here. Your inners are the exact same thing. They're not side specific. So anyway, that is tie rods. There really ain't nothing to them. The hardest part is going to be getting the shaft end of that boot. I wish I had another boot. I don't, so I'm going with it. I can always replace that boot. So anyhow, that's that. Alrighty, there it is. That end's tight. It's all tight. I still gotta put a zip tie on that. I put one on and the damn thing slipped, so I missed the lip in there, but that's minor. So I mean, honestly, if you can change oil, you can do this. Just saying. So anyhow, that is tie rod ends.